Hello Taurus, welcome to my channel. Welcome to this week's reading. For this week, I am divining through bay leaves. I have a mixture of fresh and dry bay leaves here, as well as some rosebuds that I added to this. Bay leaves is a very old and powerful spiritual tool that's been used for thousands of years. You can use it for cooking, but in terms of the spiritual aspects of it, it is known to be used in your manifestation rituals or process. You can burn the bay leaves with your intentions written on it. And then just send it out to the universe. And for me to divine from such a property, I find it to be very powerful. So I hope you enjoy. And then I'll be pulling out some cards towards the end. This is the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot deck that I have here. All right, Taurus, let's begin. Taurus, okay. Okay, Taurus. So, all right. I get already something in terms of a speed, like you know what song I have in my head already for you is Michael Jackson's Speed Demon. Speed Demon. I mean, I love the song, but I don't know the full lyrics. Only if it's on, maybe I can sing along with it. But there's some sort of impulse. I'm seeing an impulse to rush to buy something. And perhaps why I'm getting the song Speed Demon is that this impulse is something perhaps you should be careful with not to. There's something about overspending and something that you used to be worried about, you're no longer worried about, and you feel like you're in a comfortable position to just kind of go out there and get what you want. But it is saying here to perhaps slow down on that and find a really kind of good balance, because you don't want to overdo it, if that makes sense. Or just in terms of there's a need here to rush. That's what I see here. A need here, not just the impulsive acts, but the need to rush. And there could, you know, some deadlines looming and whatnot, and okay, that makes sense, you know, that you feel like you need to get it all together, all finished in time. There is something here that if you you could be missing out on some key details, and then you could be in a find yourself with a lack of resources. So it's saying patience is key. I know a lot of people may not like that, but it can be very, very important because there are some key details for you to process, and it will actually get you further ahead rather than you rushing. Whether it's a project you're working on, a situation of a personal matter, there is still some information to come in. And if you already decide or do something very quickly, you'll either miss this information or the information will come in when it's too late. So but it does show that you have a good handle of things. You know, eventually you do have a really good handle of things as well. There's something here that people are noticing a difference. People are noticing you, and there's something very different happening in your aura, your energy field, and you're also noticing a different. You're the main person that is noticing this difference, and with that, like you're welcoming it. You know, you're kind of like stepping into this new vibe of yours. And you're more centered, you're more in control. There is something of a negative habit that was around you, or maybe you had some sort of negative habit that you have learned to cut yourself away from. You've cut some cords. It was some sort of cycle that you were in, and for some of you, it could have been very deeply in this cycle that you realized really wasn't doing you any good. And if you step outside of, you know, your current self and looking like you're on the outside looking in, you've discovered or you've become more aware of what wasn't right. And so I do see like things are starting to click and making things right. There's a positive result. There's a positive cycle coming in. There's a newness here. It really feels very, very new. Very, very, you're on this productive path also. There is something of music. Maybe you're going to, this could be a specific message that you're going to a concert or gigs, or you're getting more into music. But you're very musical. There is something here that some of you out there could be extremely talented when it comes to music. But there's something very soulful and smooth here. You know, something that you could be listening to music that really just soothes your soul. And it's that one thing that keeps your feet firmly on the ground and remembers who you are, you know, in that sense also. There's a new destination you could be going to, but I also get it's a destination of a new partnership, love, or like it could be romance or just new people in your life that I do see you'll be, I see a lot of gratitude. I see you'll be very happy when you meet these new people, new souls, new energy. That's what I see. You're needing new energy in your life. And people that are not afraid to tell it, you know, say it, speak their minds, to tell it as it is. I think that's what I see you could be asking for subconsciously as well. But it's all good. Okay, we have the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands for Taurus, please. The King of Swords. All right, King of Swords. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. There's something about a displeasure of yours, and I think that is what you're committing to get rid of, something that you have a displeasure with, and it's that particular word. And that could have been that bad habit that you've cut out. It's just something that, too many cards, sorry, something that somebody or something around you has displeases you, connected to this negative cycle that you are stepping out of. Ooh, and we have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, 10 of Wands, the King of Swords, and the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, there is something that is happening within you, a release, an inner release that you have become less fearful about, is what I get. You are really kind of ready to step into this new area, this new zone. And I also get something about commitment, ready to commit to something that you didn't realize was lacking before, but now you're coming into your own. There's committing to a new way of things is very, very important. You're ready. Also, this is a confirmation that you're cutting cords with something that wasn't good for you. You are learning to not give too much of yourself and having to cut something out of your life. You know, really releasing that, even if both sides don't necessarily agree to it. There is something that I do get you're feeling more and more confident about doing this, because you want to be secure here, like the King of Swords, sorry. And the 10 of Wands is really important. You're doing the work. You're doing the work until, you know, having to go through this process, you see that it is beneficial for you in the end. It is worth it. It is worth it. Okay. The 10 of Swords. Look at that. Is exactly what I was saying. My goodness. And the Empress. Definitely releasing and ending something. You know, it is something that took up a lot of your time, is what I get. It took up a lot of your time, and you just, at the end, said, no thanks. No more. I'm out. In whichever way. This could be a work relationship, personal, home environment. But it is something that you have dealt with for quite some time until you took proper charge of it. like the King of Swords. And you've been planning something for a while, and as soon as you take action, things change a lot, almost in a dramatic fashion here. You know, once this is over with, once you have really cut all those cords, you're into this Empress energy and this Empress vibe here, where now you can grow fruitfully in the way that you desire. You now have and allow the abundance to come into your life. And you're extremely resourceful as well, is what I get. Extremely, you know exactly what to do when it comes to you having a new beginning. You know how to proceed in the best way. I get freedom of expression here as well. You're expressing yourself in a way that you hadn't before, and others could be coming to you expressing themselves as well, all in, you know, from the heart. There is, I get some joyous happiness, joyous commitment. Look, woo, 4 of Wands. I love this for you, Taurus. Oh gosh, this is so meant to be. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. You're coming into your own, your happiness and your joy, something that is very fulfilling, a fulfillment that is happening. This is a commitment to your new life, and not to go back, not to reverse. You know, you've come out of a cycle, you've worked very hard to do it, into this new cycle that is continuous, that you want it to flourish in the best way. You want it to flourish positively without you reverting back to something that, you know, could be calling you in a sense that, you know, is not good for you. So you've heeded the call here with the 5 of Pentacles, completely, you know, coming to an end of this chapter, and absolutely feeling free and happy about it, no remorse. And here with the 4 of Wands, it is this new start, this new chapter. Could be with somebody, or could be just your new life, just with yourself, with new surroundings, with these new energies that I was picking up on before as well. And it is this stability, this home environment, this great foundation that it will continue to grow. Very, very hard to shake in any way. And there's a strong force around you. You know, there's a strong force that I sense. There's a lot of love in whichever capacity you want to see that, whichever kind of connection you want to see it. Because even in a work environment, there's love. You know, there's an appreciation. As well as romantic, whichever one relates to you. But it is very positive. And I also get it's like a sharp turn. It's like almost like a very quick, sudden change, as it shows here. Love this for you. Thank you so much, Taurus, for being here. Truly hope that this was helpful. And thank you from the bottom of my heart for all your support and your donations. I cannot thank you enough. It truly does help. And please do like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Love to you all. Until next time.